4 F's of an active reviewing actually has 4 different levels or 4 different ways that you're going to critically examine your experiences. You're going to want to take the time to review and reflect upon these things while thinking through what you have learned that may help you in future situations. The 4 F's of this model are facts, and this is going to be just your objective account of what happened, your feelings, and then also your findings. What is it that you have concretely learned in this experience? And then your future. How do you reconstruct your learning and your interactions with this situation that you can apply to future events? You may want to talk about some questions. Some questions in helping in this fact-finding part is look at who, what, where, when. Now, you don't want to literally look at why and how because that's going to be part of our finding part, but it's who, what, where, and when. Did anything unexpected happen? Did you have any kind of surprises? Was anything really predictable for you? Did anything not predictable happen? Was there anything that just shocked you? What was very memorable or what was interesting to you? Were there any critical points in there or critical moments? And what was the timeline? What happened next? What happened just before? Think about what influenced your behaviors and what happened or didn't happen that you wished had happened. Next, feelings. This is where we're going to pull those emotions and feelings into the experience, and it's going to help us to better understand the situation. So some helpful questions are what are the things that you did experience for feelings? What emotions were involved? At what point did you feel the most or feel the least? And at what point were other feelings present in the situation? Were you most aware of controlling and expressing your feelings? And what were your personal highs and lows? So findings. This is where we're going to start investigating and interpreting the situation to find those meanings and to make some good judgments about how we have learned and what we learned. And this is where we're going to address that how and that why piece. Some questions here might be, why did it work or why didn't it work? What role did you take on? Why did you take it on? Why did you do what you did? Why did you not do something? You're also going to look at how your feelings and emotions affected what you did and didn't do. And did those feelings and emotions um, do something to really direct or to change the way of the outcomes? Were there any missed opportunities? And what would you have done differently? Or what would you like to have done differently? You want to also look at what was most valuable in the situation and least valuable. Also, in this findings part, you really want to look and to ask people what kind of feedback you may gather and what kind of information you can get from others. Because many times we're tainted, maybe we're tainted a little too positively or a little too negatively. And it's nice to be able to get the balance from somebody else's insights. Lastly is the future part, and this is what we're going to look at, how we can learn from this experience to apply it to another one or another similar experience in the future. So some questions in this part might be, how do you imagine what you've used will be important? How has it changed? And what choices have you made? You also might want to look at how you can use the findings in the future and maybe even create a plan on how you will use those findings.